Today, I'm ranking every single car that was added in Greenville this year. It's over 100 cars, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so here is the entire tier list. Total, it's 103 cars. We'll start off with the Lamborghini Countach. This is the pre-facelift. I'm not that big of a fan of it. It kind of looks ugly, so put that in C tier. Then here is the post facelift. I like it more. Then we have this new car, which it's alright, kind of boring, so put that in B tier. Next we have this Cadillac DeVille, which I'm actually a really big fan of. I really like how they did this, and there's also a hearse version and a limo version. Next we have this Honda Pilot. I really like how that turned out as well. Then we have, I'm pretty sure this is a Volkswagen Jetta. It's pretty boring, so put that in B tier. Same with this Toyota Camry. Nothing interesting about that. Then we have this Mitsubishi. I'm not that big of a fan of it, actually. Kind of think it looks a little ugly. Next we have the Chevy Tahoe, which I like a lot. And then you have the high performance version, the extended version, and the heavy duty version. Along with that, you have the Sheriff and WSP variants. Next we have the F-150 Belco. I'm pretty sure this is the Belco 800. Put that in S tier. I really like that truck, sounds amazing. Then we have the Lamborghini Urus. They did a really good job on this. Put that in A tier. Then we have the BMW. I'm pretty sure this is the fictionalized i7, and I just overall just don't like how the design of that car looks in real life and fictionalized. Then we have the Hyundai Elantra. The regular version is pretty boring, but the N version is pretty cool. Put that in A tier. Then we have this old, I'm pretty sure this might be a Chrysler. I'm not terribly sure. Put that in C tier. Then we have this old Buick, also going to put that in C tier. Then we have this Mini Cooper. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put that in B tier. And then we have this Rolls Royce. It's a Phantom. I'll put that in A tier. It's pretty cool. And then we have this Lamborghini Gallardo, which I really like how the Gallardos turned out. And then we have the BMW 1 Series, which I'm not that big of a fan of. I think they look pretty ugly. And then we have, what's this, a Chevy Malibu. It's pretty boring, so put that in B tier. And then we have the Chevy Corvette. The regular one's pretty cool, put that in A tier. But then we have the high performance version, which is even cooler, so I'm put that in S tier. CTS. It's a cool car, and there's a hearse version, so put that in there, put those both in A tier. And then we have the V version, which actually sounds really good, so put that in S tier. Then we have the old fictionalized 4Runner, which just looks atrocious, so we'll put that in D tier. Then we have this Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, which I'm not that big of a fan of. The regular version's alright, but it's this Evo that I don't like that much, so put that in C tier. Then we have this. It's a really nice looking, I'm pretty sure this is like an Audi e-tron. I think they did a really nice job on this. Then we have this Western, which the front end, that I don't know, I just don't like that at all. And then we have this, I'm pretty sure this is a very expensive Ferrari. It's like 1.8 million. It's a cool car, put that in A tier. And then we have the BMW M1, which I actually really like how that turns out, so I'm gonna put that, actually I'll put in S tier. Then we have, this is, I'm pretty sure, the Globe. Pretty boring, so I'll put that in A tier. It's kind of cool. And then we have this other car, so I genuinely have no idea what it is. Pretty boring, so I'll just put it here in C tier. Then we have the Lamborghini Gallardo convertible, which is actually one of my favorite fictional cars. I really like how this one turned out. Next we have, it looks like a Western. It's one of the SUVs. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I don't like how, I don't know, I just don't like it that much, so I'll put that in B tier. GTO, they did an alright job with it. I'm not the biggest fan of how the back end looks, so I'll put that in C tier. Next we have the BMW X5. There's two variants of this, and I like how they look. I personally think they did a great job on that. Then we have another Chevy Tahoe. This is the State Park version. Then we have the ginormous RV, which I really like, another really cool vehicle. Then we have the Toyota Tundra. I think did a really good job on that, so we'll put that up here in A tier. Then we have the Toyota Prius. this version, at least this specific trim, I'm not that big of a fan of. But this one, I think this is like the hybrid or electric one. Looks better, so we'll put that up there. Actually, this Rolls-Royce Spectre looks really cool. I think they did a super cool job in that, so I'll put that in A tier. Then we have the, I'm pretty sure these are the Chevy S10 Blazer, truck and SUV. I really like how those turned out. Yeah, those are one of my favorite fictional cars. Then we have this Aston Martin DB7. It's also a really good looking car. Then we have this car, which I honestly have no idea what it is, so D tier. Then we have the Toyota Prius, a little bit of an older one, and yeah, I really don't like how this car looks. I really don't. Then we have 3 variants of the Toyota Tacoma, so we'll put that in A tier because I like how they look. We have a 2015, a 2017. Somewhere here there's a 2019. I can't seem to find it. Then we have, this looks like another version of the Tundra. It looks like it's actually got duplicated twice. So we'll put that in A tier, and we'll put the other one there too. Then we have the 2020, I'm pretty sure it's 24 Tesla Model 3. I really like how this car turned out. I think they did a really cool job with that, and put that in A tier. Along with this BMW, I'm pretty sure that's a 3 Series wagon. I like the wagon variant over the sedan variant, so I'm only going to put the sedan in A tier. I'll put the wagon in S tier. Then we have the BMW X6, which I also really like. Put that in A tier. Then we have another trim of the X6. Then we have the Model Y, which isn't as good as the Model S. It's just taller. My personal opinion, a little uglier. So I'm just going to put that in A tier. Then we have another, pretty sure this is a 2021 versus that's a 2020 BMW 3 Series wagon. Then we have another Audi. I'm pretty sure this is like an A7. Again, looks really nice. I really like how they did those cars, and there's like a sport version. Then we have the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Fictionalized. I really like how they did the front, but the back I'm not the biggest fan of, so I'll put that in B tier. Then we have, this actually looks like an older version of the Model 3. Looks pretty much like this one over here. I like how that looks. So we have the Lexus IS, which I also really like. Then there's the Rivian R1S, which I think it's a really nice looking vehicle, and the R1T, which looks pretty much the exact same. There's just a truck bed there. Then we have this car, which again, I have literally no idea what it is. It might be an Acura, but I think it looks really bad. I do not like it. Next car we have here is actually this Acura NSX. I really like how it looks. I think they did a really good job on it. I actually think it looks better than the real life version. Then we have the Toyota Supra, which first it got a lot of backlash, but I actually kind of like how it looks. So we'll put that one in A tier. Then we have, this looks like, actually this might be the 24 Model S. I really can't tell them apart because they all honestly look the exact same. Then we have another Model Y. Again, looks just like the other Model Y. Then we have the Rivian EDV, not R1S. Actually, I do like how this car looks, so I'll put that in A tier. And then we have this Cybertruck SUV looking thing. I don't like how it looks that much personally. Then we have the Cybertruck, which looks a bit better than that SUV, whatever. Then we have this, it's a 2008 Acura. I actually think it does look really nice. Then we have the Toyota Land Cruiser, which I actually like how it looks. And then we have the Lexus, pretty sure this is the GX, correct me if I'm wrong. I really like how this car looks. I think it looks a lot better, personally, than the Land Cruiser. Then we have the Hyundai Santa Fe, which I actually also really like. I like the big SUVs that they added recently in that recent update. Then we have the electric Santa Fe, so I'll put that up here because, again, it looks just like the other Santa Fe. Next, we have this Kia EV6. I'll put it in B tier. It's not a terrible looking car, but it's not a great looking car either. Then we have the Lucid Air, which goes really fast, and I actually do like the design of the fictionalized model. Next we have this old looking Chrysler. It's actually my favorite out of all the classic cars, so I'll put that one in B tier. And then we have this Western Mamba Plus, which is also one of my other very favorite fictionalized cars. So put that in S tier. We have the Tesla Model X, which is also pretty good looking. So put that in A tier. Then we have 4 variants of the real life Dodge Charger, and obviously S tier because they're not fictional cars, they're real cars. And then we're down to the last 2, the Toyota, the new 4Runner, not this terrible looking 4Runner. It looks way better, very much improved, but I'm still not a giant fan of it, so I'm putting it in B tier. And then we have the Toyota Sequoia, which is also one of my favorite SUVs, so I'm put that in S tier. So that is it. That is the entire tier list. Comment down below if you like this type of video, and I will link this in the description, so if you want to make your own tier list with all the cars added this year, you can do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.